Hi everyone, I'm Krystiana Palomar, a student at the University of San Francisco. I'm currently a fourth year nursing major and gerontology minor, and today I wanted to share with you the variety of benefits cooking can have for older adults. First, let me share with you the article that sparked my interest in this topic. The article was published in June 2020, but the online survey occurred in December 2019. The University of Michigan National Poll on Health Aging surveyed approximately 2,000 adults from 50 to 80 years old regarding their habits as well as thoughts and feelings regarding cooking and grocery shopping. And though the results are reflective of life prior to the pandemic, we are able to look at how life with cooking and shopping has shifted during this time. Now I'll share the results they found with the survey. Almost half of older adults reported that they or someone in their household cooked food for dinner at home 6 to 7 days in the past week. 42% reported having cooked food for dinner 3 to 5 days in the past week, and 11% reported only 2 or less days. Adults ages 65 to 80 reported cooking food for dinner more often than those ages 50 to 64, which I would guess is because those under 65 are still working and may have less time to cook. In addition, Black older adults were less likely to have cooked food at home than any other demographic, which may also be related to time available and time spent working, but could also be very likely related to lack of access to grocery stores and other resources. Regarding eating out, again, almost half of older adults reported eating at fast food restaurants at least once in the past week, 11% of which reported eating fast food 3 or more times. They found similar results with eating at dine-in or sit-down restaurants, and about a third reported eating takeout or delivery food at least once in the past week, but only 4% reported 3 or more times. I also wanted to note that about half of older adults almost always ate with someone, while about a quarter of the respondents ate alone often. With attitudes about cooking, about a third enjoyed cooking and a majority felt confident cooking with basic ingredients. Enjoyment of cooking was more common in older adults who self-reported being in excellent or very good physical health. Few older adults saw disadvantages with cooking, such as amount of time, money, and energy spent towards it. Difficulty cooking meals was more common in those who reported fair or poor physical or mental health. Now, what's the connection between cooking and diet? When asked to rate the overall health of their diet, a third rated it as very good or excellent, about 40% rated it as good, and about 20% said it was fair or poor. As you might expect, they were more likely to rate it as excellent or good if they had cooked dinner at home 6 to 7 days out of the week, and those rated their diet as poor if they regularly ate fast food. Something interesting they found is that eating with others was also associated with a healthier diet, as described on the picture on the left. Regarding shopping habits, nearly half of older adults reported that they or someone else on their behalf went shopping for food once a week, and about a quarter went more than once a week, and primarily they did so by going to the store. Only a small percentage reported using curbside pickup or home grocery delivery service to get groceries. But now in the pandemic, I am sure that this has likely increased. In addition, 1 in 10 older adults report that lack of time makes it difficult to go grocery shopping. Other difficulties include physical limitations, lack of transportation, lack of grocery stores in the area, caregiving responsibilities, and store hours. So what does this mean now? Well, prior to the pandemic, the poll suggests that most older adults cook dinner at home frequently and thus were more likely to rate their diet as healthy. People were able to go out and grocery shop as needed, but things have changed, as we all know. The pandemic has affected habits with grocery shopping and cooking, whether it be lack of access to grocery stores due to changes in hours or long lines. It may be that people feel unsafe to go out as often or at all, or maybe they are facing financial hardships. Another factor may be the lack of motivation during these times, though things are starting to change once again as the world opens up more. But despite these challenges, why should older adults or anyone really take the time to get ingredients and have a home-cooked meal? Of course, as mentioned previously in this presentation, as well from doctors, on television, anywhere really, a fresh ingredients and cooking your own meal can lead to a higher quality diet, as you know, is what is being put in and the calories that are in it, unlike fast food and processed foods. In addition, it can lower the risk of health conditions such as diabetes, obesity, hypertension, and some forms of cancer. It is a way to stay active physically as you move around the kitchen, working on gait, hand-eye coordination, fine motor skills. Also, it is a way to stay active mentally as you work to plan the meal, be involved, follow recipes, and use creativity to whip up a nice meal. And also, one of the most important factors, um, cooking provides a time to socialize and have fun. You can share a meal with family and friends, and they may even help cook. Maybe talk to the local butcher and to learn about different meats. Or if you're vegan or vegetarian, you can share unique recipes with your loved ones. Cooking is more than just the physical act of just chopping up vegetables and stirring it around in a pan. It can be a fun and creative time. I also wanted to share one more point before I go. As I was researching further, I came across a few articles that shared the benefits of cooking for older adults with dementia. Dementia is caused by damage to brain cells and is the umbrella term for the group of symptoms such as memory loss, poor judgment, and other cognitive, psychological, and social challenges that interfere with daily life. About 6.2 million Americans are affected with by dementia, Alzheimer's being the most common type. But how may cooking help you might ask? For one, it can activate the senses: touch, smell, sight, taste, and sound. Activating the senses in this form can help put your brain to work and is a form of mental exercise as your brain is comprehending all these sensory messages, feeling a variety of textures, and practicing hand-eye coordination. Kneading that cool, soft dough, hearing the ding of the oven as the cake is done baking, smelling the sweetness of the dessert, and decorating it with your creativity and vision can help to work your brains. In addition, sense is a strong connection to memory, so cooking can trigger happy memories of sharing and making meals with loved ones, and it can remind those with dementia of their home, whether as a child or an adult, with all the familiar sights, sounds, and smells that may surround them in the kitchen. It can also help to relieve stress and elevate moods as a form of therapy. It can improve appetite as things are more fresh tasting and smelling and overall appealing to any individual. And of course, proper nutrition can help improve cognition as we are feeding our stomachs and brains with good nutrients. And as mentioned in the previous article, it is a time for social bonding and self-expression as it provides an outlet for creativity. And one last thing, maybe if you struggle with cooking like me, I wanted to offer a few resources and ideas to get you started. I'm not trying to be a walking ad for these places, but I think they can be useful. There are delivery options for groceries such as Instacart and Amazon Fresh, which some people I know use and do so about once a week. Other resources include meal kits that come with ingredients and recipes such as HelloFresh and Blue Apron. They may be quite pricey, but it would be a fantastic idea to hold on to the recipes they provide. And the next time you'd like to make it, then you can go ahead and buy the ingredients on your own. There are many options available, and though the first step is the hardest, doesn't mean it's impossible. So thank you for tuning in, and here are my references. Bye.